What's up, YouTube? What's up, YouTube? What's up? So today's topic, I'm gonna talk about the challenges of experiencing soul connections, like spiritual connections, like soul ties, like dealing with soulmates or dealing with twin flame like connections. Because I personally do feel like I'm dealing with a twin flame connection, either that and or a very intense soulmate connection, or like I have a spiritual soul tie with someone. And it's really intense because there are times where like I feel like I'm feeling this person's energy. I feel like I'm going crazy. I feel I feel this person's pain and heartache, and I know it's not mine. And there are times where because I've experienced this connection before back in 2017, and it's so intense to the point where like you and this person could be in different states. You two could live far miles from each other, and you can still feel this person's energy. That's how intense it is. You can't get this person off your mind. You'll feel a lot of sexual energy. You'll feel a lot of heartache, all this shit. And then when you two are split apart from each other, like the longing and the missing of this person is so insane. It's so intense. It's like you feel like you're literally dying. Like there are times where like I'll actively break down and start crying because I miss this person so much. You know what I'm saying? And I was only away from this person for like 3 days. And keep in mind, we're never in a relationship. We never dated like that. We've talked and we've known each other, but that's pretty much it. But the feelings are so intense that like when you actually separate from that person, you start breaking down crying and stuff like that. And this is not me. Like a lot of people experience this. It's a phenomenon. It's a very like it's a phenomenon. It's an ongoing theme of what a lot of people are experiencing. I thought I was like the only one going through this, but a lot of people in my comments, my subscribers, are also experiencing the same thing. People call it the twin flame connection. There's articles about it. There's so much subjects about it that a lot of people are experiencing the same thing, and they're very confused. I'm gonna send a link on this channel I found about twin flames, and she's really good. I really believe in her. She talks about the push and pull energy, why there's a runner chaser phase, the purpose of it is to balance your energy. She talks about all this stuff. I'm gonna send the link down below in my comments. Forgot her name, but a shout out to her. But yeah, but this shit's intense because again, I don't like the label, but I'm just gonna say twin flame so you guys understand what I'm talking about. Just refer to me saying twin flame as like an intense soul connection, intense spiritual connection, very intense, right? So let's get to it. So like, yeah, but with my twin flame, like, because I see a lot of synchronicities. Like ever since I've been seeing like a lot of like 1111. I'm not sure if I'm like, the thing with repeated numbers, it gets tricky because I don't know if repeated numbers is the universe telling me that I need to stay in the right path, or like I need to get my mind off that person, or maybe it's giving me confirmation signs that this person and me do have a spiritual connection. But what makes it so heartbreaking about these connections that usually people who meet their twin flames or people who they're very spiritually connected to, they're either in a relationship, they're either married, or like they either have or they're either already taken. And that was sucks. The person I'm currently dealing with is already taken, so I'm like, fuck. So like I'm trying to like detach from that person. Well, it's harder to detach when I'm feeling this person's energy. Like I'm feeling like I can't just put it on my mind. And like just recently I came back from a nap because I was kind of tired. And there's a lot of times where like I'll dream about this person. I'm like, what the fuck? And I don't usually dream about people like that. And I don't get obsessed with people like that. The only times I'll get obsessed with people like that is if there's like a spiritual soul tie. That's how you know you're dealing with a soul contract and you're dealing with some type of karmic energies. So this shit's annoying. This shit does get annoying. Like this shit's frustrating. It's not fair. So apparently the purpose of it is so you can heal your trauma in this lifetime, your family's past life trauma, breaking generational curses. But like I feel like that is the case, but I feel like when is enough because there's people who experience this shit for like 30 plus years, 40 years even. Me, I've experienced these types of connections for like 8 years, almost going on 10. So I feel like it's more than just breaking generational curses and healing your past wounds and your past lives. I genuinely feel like this shit deals with healing like the collective's trauma. Like what I mean by that is I feel like with twin flames and like other soul connections, and it doesn't have to be with twin flames or soul connections. This could deal with anyone in general depending on their life mission or life purpose. Because as human beings, I feel like all of our life mission evolves in the collective in some way, but we express it in different ways. So we're always like 2 steps ahead of the collective, but we all experience it in different ways. I'm not gonna get too much into detail. So like, but specifically with twin flames and soulmates, I feel like they're kind of playing out the collective's trauma when it comes to like fear, rejection, abandonment, and all this toxicity, all this bullshit that people were even subjected to. Or the reason why people have that is because of the society we're living in, because the society we're living in is very dark. We live in a world or realm or society or world that's ruled by pedophiles who child traffic people and shit like that. And they've been doing this shit since human history pretty much, and that's how they're able to get away with so much evil shit. This is why the world is the way it is. And then there's third world countries, there's world battles going on, and they're just like, we've been enslaved by the money systems. Everything's outdated. They've been hiding a lot of advanced technology and other advanced shit from us. So like, there's a lot of restrictions and enslavement and evil corruption going on, and also spiritual warfare, like demonic possessions within generational curses and narcissism and like all this bullshit, right? I blame God. I'm just saying, I blame God because God is allowing this shit to happen. So God wants to let humans do all the work and shit. I don't know. That's a different topic. But and then you got fucking time speeding up. You got the days going by a lot faster. So it's like, what's going on? So it's like, you got all this shit going on, and supposedly, I think we're coming to the age of Aquarius. So it makes sense that a lot of people are like going against the system. Everything's based on social media. There's pros and cons to everything and shit like that. But what I'm saying is that like, one of the reasons why there's a lot of narcissism and collective toxicity, human toxicity, is because of this environment we're living in, we're subjected to. We're subjected to a very controlled environment, world that it restricts us from us expressing our true selves and our love and who the fuck we are, pretty much. But the society, it holds that shit down because of the programming and all the enslavement, all the restrictions, all the evil shit that is going on, and all this shit we're forced to do that's out of our control. But with this twin flame connection, this shit runs deep, man. Because it's like, it gets annoying because there are times where I'm at work. Keep in mind, like me, like the type of shit I do for my work and for my hobbies, it requires me to be very self-focused. Like on my hobbies, I'll run like 10-mile marathons. I run like the 16K, 15K, 10K runs and stuff like that. I do those every weekend because I like doing it. But even while I'm running and stuff like that, even when I'm like miles away from that person, I'll still feel this person's energy. I'll still have like rapid heartbeats and stuff like that. I'm experiencing rapid heartbeats from that person right now. And I never had a history of like heart problems or stuff like that. But I've also experienced similar things with my other twin flame back in 2017. It makes sense that people on YouTube channels, they say twin flames, it's not a person, it's an energy.